There are about 44 million refugees and internally displaced people around the world, and 12 million stateless individuals living in limbo without citizenship rights. This according to Refugees International, which for more than 30 years has advocated for life-saving assistance and protection for displaced people and promoted solutions to displacement crisis. It has helped people from Colombia and Kosovo, South Sudan and Libya, Iraq and Afghanistan. Andrea Lari, the organization's director of programs, says people today need to view refugees from a different perspective.
Looking at refugees as a resource, not as a weight, not as a burden, and therefore develop plans, project assistance that includes them since the beginning. People will not feel discriminated against, but will contribute to the good of the community that is hosting them.
This year, the group awarded its highest honor, the McCall Pierpaoli Humanitarian Award, to model, fashion designer and activist Lauren Bush Lauren. Lauren is the niece of former U.S. President George W. Bush and the daughter-in-law of fashion designer Ralph Lauren. 5 years ago, she started the Feed Project, whose mission is to create products to feed the world.
As a result, we've been able to give nearly 60 million school meals to kids around the world, and along with vitamin A and micronutrient powder. So, for example, I have my Feed 1,000 clutch here, and for every 1,000 clutch sold, we're able to give 1,000 school meals to kids around the world.
Congressman Chris Smith and the late Congressman Donald Payne received the group's Congressional Leadership Award for their work on human rights. Congressman Smith said the world must do more to help refugees.
We need to very robustly fund efforts, refugee camps, making sure that the food, the cooking oil, and all the other necessities are there. We need to be working with governments that are perpetrators of crimes to hold them to account to mitigate, the numbers of refugees. And countries like the United States need to do their fair share, which I think we do, but there's always room for improvement.
Some of Refugees International's board members are also well-known activists, like Queen Noor of Jordan and the event's master of ceremonies, actor Matt Dillon. Dillon has produced a documentary called Enduring Struggle to shed light on the struggles of people in South Sudan. He has also been involved in helping refugees from Iraq and Eastern Congo.
What's most moving is I find that the people who have the least are the most generous, and that always touches me.
Refugees International says the biggest refugees crisis areas in the world today are Somalia, which impacts Kenya, Colombia, where 1 out of 10 Colombians is internally displaced, followed by Congo, Syria, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Amra Alirejsovic, VOA News, Washington.